All right, man. I gave y'all some good free game today. You can go back, look at that live. Try to break some of this stuff down. Man, just just really in life though, really in life, and just understanding some stuff that I realized, and maybe it can stop from having you on a slippery slope. So, what way back when I started charging $20 to have a conversation, and a lot of people don't like it, and I love it that a lot of people don't like it. It really helps me dodge the nonsense. It really just for $20, man. 20, you can barely go out and eat for $20, right? But people want to have a conversation with me, uh, basically about nothing. If I tell you it's gonna cost you $20 towards any purchase, okay, and that runs you off, you're not willing to spend any money, okay? In a situation where you're not trying to spend $20 towards any purchase, you're not willing to spend any money at all. You're here to waste my time. You want to get me on the phone to ask me a bunch of questions and waste my time and spend $0 whatsoever, okay? $20 is peanuts. The only thing I'm offering right now is motors. So if $20 scares you away, you probably shouldn't be looking for a motor. Okay. The second thing I started doing a while back, I stopped taking motors in. Okay. I would go into my own pocket and pull the money out and just build all these motors that people swore up and down that they wanted. Oh, I want a 6.0. Oh, that's just the cam swap 5.3. Oh no, I need a fully rebuilt 6.0. I need a fully rebuilt 6.2. I need this. I need 408, 416, 427. I need a 454 big block. Oh no. I need a 383 with aluminum heads. I need this with aluminum heads. I need 500 horsepower. And as I dove into that, I realized how much people really do not realize how much this stuff costs. So when I would get people who would want to bring me something, okay, the first thing they want to know is, hey, how long? Nobody can tell you how long it's going to take. They can't. They cannot tell you how long something is going to take. They have not broke it down. They have not ordered parts. What if parts are on back order? What if parts come wrong? I cannot tell you how long something is going to take. It's just, you cannot do it. I called somebody's bluff yesterday. He said, hey, I want to get this rebuilt. I said, all right, yeah, cool. This is what it's going to cost. It's going to be $1,500 labor. My labor, machine shop labor. Then parts. He said, how long is it going to take? I don't know. I hadn't ordered parts. I can't tell you that. I don't know what parts you're going to need. You know? So don't be confused on that. Nobody can tell you how long it's going to take. Oh, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to save a whole bunch of money. And time is money, by the way. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to take on my block. But you want all new stuff in the block. How much money you think the block going to save you? Now you got to pay this person to break down what you got and rebuild it. Whatever money you think you're going to save with that block, you just spend it to pay this person to break it down and take it to the machine shop. Insanity. But I know what it sounds like to y'all. Oh, I got my own block and I don't have to buy something from him. I can save some money. Okay. Anyways, it don't work like that. Okay. Number two, like I said, nobody can tell you how long something's going to take. It's just that they can't because they have to order parts. Parts be on back order. Parts come wrong. Okay. Number three, when I started selling motors already put together, the price was way higher than people was expecting because there's no unseen cost. The cost is here. Hey, this is a fully running motor that I crank up for you on the stand. So it's not like, hey, how much you think parts gonna cost? I don't know how much parts gonna cost. I can tell you what my labor costs, but once you pay me for this and I break it down, now I can tell you how much it's gonna cost. That's a problem I started seeing being in the machine shop. People would bring motors, would pay the money to get it broke down, and then would not have the money to be able to buy parts. When I started seeing that, or either they would have the money to bring the motor up there, get it broke down, come up with the parts, but when it was time to pay the rest of the labor to get it out the machine shop, they would be out of funds. And I go, I will never be like that. I will never get caught like that, holding somebody's stuff that they can't afford. I would never get caught like that. So I stopped doing that. You know, I literally stopped doing it. And or it was a situation where I would do half labor, all the parts. And if you don't do all the parts money within a week, it's like, hey, come get your stuff. If not, I start charging a storage fee. And that's just how you have to run it. So if the price that you're seeing me sell motors for, if that scares you, don't get into it. Don't do a motor, because what you thinking, you're completely wrong. Okay. What it takes to actually put one together costs more than what I'm selling it for. And I heard somebody say, Summit and Jegs, they got a lot of overhead, so their prices are really high. Okay, well, show me where you can get a fully rebuild 6.0 cheaper than what I'm selling it for. Just like, please, like somebody please show that to me. Okay, because I have yet to see it. Okay, I feel like Summit and Jegs is a good reference point of what one will cost you. I feel like they sell a lot of motors, because they'll sell some Summit stuff, they'll sell some Blueprint stuff, and GM Performance stuff. They'll sell all that stuff. So I really feel like that's a good reference for you to go look at a motor that you think you want and judge the price off of that. Okay? And understand, hey, if I can get this same thing cheaper, then this person is knocking the overhead off and I'm getting a really good deal. What I'm posting up, people still want it cheaper. You can't get it any cheaper. It's just not gonna happen. Number 2, 3, 4, we probably on 5 now. It's hard to want something and you don't know what it is. I realize exactly how many people are looking at stuff and they have no idea what it is or what it costs or what it's worth. When I post up the videos and I say, just give me your best offer. Just give me your best offer. And they go, I'd just rather you give me a price. You don't know what it's worth. The first stage of getting over a problem is admitting that you have a problem. Hey, my problem is I think I want this, but I don't even know what this is, and I don't know what it's worth. So that goes back in there. I'm going, hey, you need to go look at some of the Jegs and see how much this stuff costs. That goes back to doing research. And then if you look at some of the Jegs and then you look at what I'm pricing it for, and then for some magical reason you think you can do it cheaper, I suggest you just try it. That's all I can tell you. Just try it. It just don't work like that. That's all I can tell you, man. It really does not work like that. I think a lot of people should go find somebody with a Scat Pack, or either go test drive a Scat Pack and understand they probably like 400 horsepower or something like that, 400 and some change. Turn the traction control off if you pleasure, and see what it feels like. I think those cars are a handful for a lot of people. And then I have people hit me up talking about, you want 800 horsepower. You don't know what 800 horsepower is. That's almost, to me, that's almost as bad as somebody calling and want a novice setup, because that's an 800 to 1,000 horsepower setup. Somebody hit me up and say, oh, I want 800 horsepower. You don't even know what 400 horsepower feels like. The average 350 does 265. That's the average 350. 265 horsepower. That's your average 350 horsepower. 265. That is your average 350 horsepower. Okay? And then for a ballpark on the upgrade, if you look at a LS, we're looking at an LS 5.3. Let's say you got a 5.3 and just an intake. Let's say stock. We're just gonna do stock numbers, keep it simple. Let's say you make 325 on a 5.3. Okay. Let's say you lose 75 to 100 through the converter and transmission and drivetrain. Man, you only putting down like 2 something, like 225. So then you take that 265 that 350 making, and you lose that same 75, you're only seeing maybe 1 and some change. So if you get a setup that's putting 400 horsepower to the ground, you got a handful, dude. That's a 500 horsepower motor that's putting 400 to the ground. That's a handful for a lot of people. Okay? That'll start putting you into that situation where it's like, hey, boom, now I'm breaking rear ends. Boom, now I'm breaking transmissions. Now I'm breaking U-joints. Now I need an upgraded fuel system. That's more and more money. And I really think people miss that. Like, the higher in horsepower you think you want, the more money you're going to have to spend everywhere else. So, free game, man. 2 cents. Y'all take that in, man. Be easy.